Hey guys, Fly Girl VSG coming into you with my week 57 post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy update. Trying to keep it short and sweet today, just to come in with the numbers first. I weighed in at the 2-week pre-op diet at 301.2. I weighed in day of surgery at 291.8. I weighed in last week at 196. I weighed in this morning at 192.8. So I am down 3.2 pounds this week for a total loss of 108.4 pounds since the 2-week pre-op diet. And so this is the exact number that I weighed in at my lowest weight thus far is 192.8, which was back on November 27th. So I basically lost like 5 weeks because I think that was week 51, 6 weeks. Excuse me. I lost 6 weeks just with the holidays and everything because I was up to 198 a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, between week 54 and 55, I was up to 198. So week 57, down back to 192.8. So hopefully that means that next week I'll have another loss. And then sometime this month, maybe I'll see it below 190. So I'm really excited about that. Just a couple things I wanted to talk to you about this week. Obviously, most of you probably already know this, but the other half of L Squared, which is Lindsay VSG Bulldog, is off YouTube, and you can find her on Facebook. She will be posting her videos there. I know most of you already know that, but I told her I would mention it in the video, just in case you don't already know that. Let's see. I did my 13-month progress photos, which I posted, I think Tuesday, and I have updated measurements. So I'm not going to go through each measurement, but I will say I've only lost 1 inch in the last month, which is not surprising considering that my 12-week weightlifting challenge ended and I ate and drank my entire way through the month of December. But I have lost 69 inches total. One of those measurements is the circumference of my shoulder, which I only started measuring 4 months ago at the beginning of the 12-week challenge. And so I didn't ever measure that from the beginning. I wish I had. My boyfriend had mentioned it, and I wish he had mentioned it earlier. But you know, I'm including that now, and that would have been an amazing thing to have measured, just because I know that most people say that kind of in this circumference shoulder area how much smaller I am, especially because my upper body seems to be a little bit, not terribly out of proportion with my lower body, but definitely slightly. My butt and hips and thighs and things like that are definitely a little bit bigger than my waist and shoulders. So anyway, 69 inches total since the 2-week pre-op diet, and 1 inch loss total all over since last month. So 13-month surgiversary was on Monday, and I didn't really post about it because, you know, who cares? 13 months, big deal. It's not like the 1-year thing, which I did last month. So I am, the thing that's notable right now that's going on with me is I have, on Monday, I did start a Whole30, which if you don't know what that is, Google it. It's all one word, whole, and then the number 30, or go to Whole30.com. It's basically a paleo cleanse. I like to do a cleanse every January. I have done one every year for the last 5 or 6 years, with the exception of last year, because I was pretty much on a cleanse, just recovering from surgery. But I like this because it's not too dramatic and it's not too drastic. It's not a weight loss diet. I mean, I guess it can be, but it's not intended to be that. It's not a fad thing. It's really more of just kind of getting back to basics and cutting out all the shit. So it is pretty strict, in the sense that they encourage you to just like not make any exceptions. So no sugar and no sugar substitutes, including like honey, stevia, truvia, things like that. I am having stevia in my coffee because if I have to give up my fancy, full of fucking disgusting shit, sugar-free coffee mate creamers, which are so delicious, but really not that good for you ingredients-wise, then I'm having almond milk and stevia in my coffee. And I've done the Whole30 at least twice before, and both times I just gave up coffee, but I'm not prepared to do that this time. I won't. So, not saying I won't do it ever, but I'm not I'm not going to do it this time. Especially since I have to give up so many other things. I mean, it's not about giving up. I mean, there's a lot of benefits to this program because the food is all really good. So you give up sugar and all sugar substitutes. You give up gluten, dairy, grains, which is already not paleo anyway, or legumes. Those are not on the paleo plan anyway if you were to follow a strict paleo diet. And diet meaning not weight loss, but diet just as an eating plan or way of eating. And I don't really eat a lot of grains or beans anyway, except for occasionally I eat hummus. And I like beans like in chili and stuff. But like, that's not very hard for me to stay away from for 30 days. And even though I try to eat, I'm going to try to go back to more of a paleo way of life after this. You know, again, the occasional wild rice or quinoa or beans, I'm fine with having that. You also get, so dairy I mentioned, you give up, including butter. So like I use ghee, which is a clarified version of butter instead of grass-fed butter. So really what you eat on this is limited fruit, although I've been eating plenty of fruit. And then basically meat, healthy fats, and produce. So my calorie intake has gone up from about 1,100 calories a day to closer to 1,300 calories a day just from the healthy fats because I'm using more coconut oil in cooking. I'm using the ghee, and I'm eating a half an avocado a day, which consistently, granted I'm only 4 days in, but it feels like forever because I spent 9 hours on Sunday shopping, unpacking the shopping, and food prepping for the week, which has been worth it because it saves me so much time during the week. Everything's in the fridge. Everything's cooked. You can just grab, it's a lot easier just to grab a healthy option than it is to be like, oh, look, I have, tuna noodle casserole in the freezer. Like, everything's in the fridge. It's all there. My boyfriend is doing a modified version of the Whole30 with me. Oh, and alcohol. We're giving up alcohol. I don't know how he'll do with that, but so far so good, I think. I don't know. We have been kind of ships passing the night this week, but as far as I know, he's been alcohol-free for 3 full days, as have I, because we both had a glass of wine on Sunday. And, yeah, but I feel amazing. I feel super amazing. So we're eating things like, I'm making my famous chicken salad with grapes and apples. We're doing 1 smoothie and 1 juice a day. My luck on the smoothies has been minimal. I have terrible luck with the smoothies. I'm not going to lie to you. They are, I think I posted about this on Facebook the other day. They are airy. They are gritty from all the greens I'm putting in them. So I've been trying different variations all week to try to get this down. So I'm going to try a different one today. I'm going to try to make it smaller because what ends up happening is I have an entire blender full like this full of smoothie. Well, I can't, it would take me all day to eat that and I'd still be hungry. It's only 1 scoop of protein powder. I got egg white protein powder instead of whey, so that's good. Sorry, I thought I heard my phone upstairs. My work phone. Yep, there it is. I hear it. So I should go and get back to work. I have a super busy day, but I did want to just come in and let you know I'm doing the Whole30. I'm going to try not to drink until Valentine's Day because my boyfriend and I, God, I'm saying a lot today. I'm usually not that bad. Or I'm bad, but not that bad. Anyway, we're doing some wine tasting and we're going to spend a weekend at the coast on Valentine's Day weekend. So I anticipate that we'll have some wine then, but I have no qualms not drinking until then. I drank my year's supply of alcohol in December, and I had one incident that was pretty, I mentioned, I think last time, pretty rough. Not so much in the hangover as it was just like when you get so drunk and then you get weepy and then you get angry and then you get really hyper, and it's like I had all of those things, and yeah, not so much. I'm not super cool with having absolutely no control over my faculties. So, yeah, and I'm back at the Warrior Room, which is a kettlebell studio in a town near me. So it is a little bit of a drive, but it's not too bad. So, yeah, I started back on that on Tuesday. I'll go again tonight. My goal is to go 4 days a week. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Although this week it's just Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Because I was recovering from a cold still on Monday. I wasn't feeling quite well enough. to go. So I think that that's all I have to cover, really. I'm feeling great. I'm really proud of myself for doing this. Obviously, I've lost all the holiday weight already. It only took me 2 weeks, which, I mean, that's great. And yeah. Oh, I was going to tell you some other things we were eating. So doing a smoothie, we're doing a fresh juice every day in the juicer, which is actually kind of my favorite part of every day lately. Like, I'm not a big fan of juicing because it's so much work, but I made the juice packets ahead of time with the greens and everything in big bags and made a spot in the fridge just for them. So that way all I have to do, I mean, I did all the work already. So all I have to do when I pull it out of the thing is cut up the apples. It's 2 apples, 1 cucumber, 4 stalks of celery, 2 carrots, probably 4 cups of mixed greens between kale and spinach, an inch of ginger, 1 lime and half a lemon. So all I have to do is cut the lemon in half, or cut the lime in half, cut the cucumber in half, cut the apples into pieces. I don't even seed them. I just throw it all in and peel the ginger, and that's it. So everything's already done. So as I'm doing that, I just do it, and it takes me, maybe 15 minutes to make and clean up. Maybe a little bit, about 15 minutes. And then it makes 2 huge 16-ounce juices for me because I actually dilute it half with water. And so 1 16-ounce juice, which I dilute. So it's 2 big cups. And then that also makes probably more than that even for my boyfriend. So we split the juice. So it's 1 big juice, and then it's, probably 24 or 20 ounces a piece that we get of just the juice. And then I dilute mine to make it go down a little easier. And it's delicious. Oh my gosh, I've missed fresh food. So I feel really energized. I feel like I know this is weird, but like my cells are alive because I'm eating so much good food, and I'm eating a lot of extra vegetables that I haven't honestly eaten this many vegetables all year. I mean, I've really focused on protein, but having a little bit of protein powder and chicken salad every day has really helped with my I'm still at my protein goals, which I think is about 160, or not 160, 60 grams of protein a day, and I'm averaging between 60 and 75 the last several days. It is higher carb because of the fruit, and veggies, but I'm not worried about that at all because there's no grain or sugar coming in that at all. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing. I'm excited. Yay. All right. Well, I hope you guys are having a great new year and are doing, your all's thing. And I will see you next week, next Thursday, and keep your fly out there. Bye, guys.